It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Out to North Penn High School, the home of the Knights, as we get you ready for some high school football on the WBCB Sports Network. Tonight, the Pennsbury Falcons take to the road, and they take on a tough SOL national opponent. Tonight's game on WBCB is brought to you by PNC Financial Services Group, St. Mary Medical Center, Perry Warren for State Rep, Rob's Automotive and Collision, VitaCare Home Health Agency, Brian Fitzpatrick for all of us. Thanks to BCWSA, Kim Rock of Keller Williams, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, McCaffrey's Food Markets. This is the McCaffrey's Game of the Night. McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day and preparing to perform before the game. The North Penn Knight Marching Band, and we'll share their performance with you in just a moment. Thanks also to 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, the Peruzzi Automotive Group, Nolan Painting, Sioka Ford, Lincoln of Lawrenceville, Amori's Restaurant, the Fella Auto Group, Senator Steve Sanacero, Lower Bucks Hospital, Chance to Save Bargain Outlet, Jammer Doors bringing you portions of tonight's game. This is the Trentonian pregame show, and you can read about tonight's game in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Thanks to Charcoal BYOB, Yardley Family Haircutters, the Pennsbury Football Parents Club, Junior's Car Wash right there on the corner of New Falls Road and Hood Boulevard, right there near Pennsbury High School, owned and operated by a Pennsbury graduate. Junior's Car Wash, proud to be part of tonight's action on BCB. Thanks also to BAI Security Systems, DiLorenzo's Pizza, The Berg Pizza, Puss in Boots Tavern, Johnson Chiropractic, Kramer's Bakery, and I think we got them all. Great community support for Pennsbury Falcon football on WBCB. Chris Ermer with Gus Barber and Justin Lawrence, and as they send out all their thank yous, the band getting set to perform. Also senior recognition night tonight for the Knights, and they have been playing some great football, 6-1, and they come into this game as a motivated team, falling to CB South last week. Meanwhile, the Pennsbury Falcons, another slip up against CB West. So this is a must game for Pennsbury if you want to get yourself solidly in a playoff spot. So big implications, league title implications possibly for the North Penn Knights. They need a little bit of help. Right now, CB South undefeated. And that was the team that took down this North Penn Knights squad last week. So Gus getting ready for the performance. All right, here they are. We'll crank up the mics, get closer to kickoff on BCB, McCaffrey's Game of the Night. All right, the band is ready.
North Penn Marching Knights, you may present your 2024 show, What I Wish.
love, peace.
Terrific performance by the North Penn Night Marching Band, getting us closer to kickoff tonight, Thursday night football on WBCB. And don't forget, you can read about tonight's game in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. And still a little more here from the marching band. Also senior night tonight, so we'll have that presentation for you. Again, getting ready for kickoff. Pennsbury visiting North Penn. Knights getting us closer to kickoff. Pennsbury visiting North Penn. Don't forget, you missed tonight's action. Read about it in the Trentonian. Thanks also to the newest first-class Italian restaurant to grace our area, Amore Restaurant at 8630 New Falls Road, a new Italian family restaurant offering fine dining at affordable prices. I saw on Facebook some friends of mine went there, and they had a great time at Amore. Great stuff over there. As we just heard, the North Penn Night Marching Band, the Long Orange Line, looking on, getting ready to perform at halftime. North Penn 6-1 so far this season, coming off of a loss to CB South. Pennsbury, they're looking for a big bounce back. They need it tonight, 3-4 coming into this contest. And both, again, a matchup, Gus, of two teams who like to run the football, are going to try to establish that ground game right up front.
Yeah, and two teams that are very familiar with each other. I feel like every year, North Penn and Pennsbury, if it's not in the regular season or in the postseason, they always are going at each other. So it's two teams that are very familiar with the cultures they like. And like you said, the two cultures very similar, like to run the football, pound the ball away. And Pennsbury, they're going to need a bounce-back performance here tonight, especially after last week against CB West.
Two familiar cultures, also two familiar coaches.
Yes.
North Penn led by Coach Dick Beck, and Pennsbury once again got Galen Snyder at the helm, and those guys have a little bit of history as well. Again, getting you closer to kickoff tonight. Senior recognition coming up in just a moment. We'll try to bring you coverage of that. Not much left for both of these teams. For North Penn, next week they have CB West, and then they wrap up their season against Abington. For Pennsbury, they will host Abington next week. Come out to the game. The Pennsbury Football Parents Club would love to see you out there. Support the orange and black. Buy some spirit wear and root on the Falcons against the Abington Ghosts. And then Pennsbury wrapping up their regular season with you-know-who, that big Neshaminy game.
Yeah. And that one could have big implications for both teams. Pennsbury could be a make-or-break game to get into the playoffs. And if not, Pennsbury could try to play spoiler against Neshaminy. They're trying to go in as a top seed to get there going up. I think, like we said on the ride over, they're at around 8 right now after that big win against Penn Ridge. So the way the trajectories keep going, it could be an upset alert for Pennsbury. Always want to fight hard in that game, but the way it's looking, if Pennsbury can turn things around, that could be a, like I said, make-or-break game to get into the playoffs.
And this one here, make or break tonight for the Pennsbury Falcons. Hey, want to remind you to watch the Coaches Roundtable show, video streamed live every Wednesday night at 7, except for this past Wednesday night. We took the week off because of Phillies baseball.
Yeah, but they'll probably add a show on at then. Maybe a playoff show. That'd be nice.
Well, it's at Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the world-famous Sandwich, and made possible by Lower Bucks Hospital, supporting the youth of our community. All right, here come the senior cheerleaders for the Knights.
Teacher, she is escorted tonight by her parents, Jim and Barbara Batinger. Ladies and gentlemen, Ava Batinger.
Yeah, my daughter just had her senior recognition for her marching
Our
band
next
at Penn.
senior cheerleader is Enola Jean-Baptiste. She plans to continue education in criminal justice and become a probation officer. Enola is escorted tonight by her mother, Tawana, her father, Daniel, and her sister, Kit Kat. Ladies and gentlemen, Enola Jean-Baptiste.
So I want to congratulate my daughter, Kyla, but got first-hand feeling of what it's like to be down there on the field.
Our next senior is Donata Kratz. Donata plans to pursue cheer in college and continue coaching. She is escorted by her parents, David and Samantha Kratz. Ladies and gentlemen, Donata Kratz.
And I think they're all probably saying, wow, it's a senior recognition night already. Time flies.
Our next senior cheerleader is Katie Navarro. Katie plans to attend college and become a teacher. She is escorted tonight by her parents, Ray and Kim, and her sister, Kelsey. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Navarro. Next up, it's Taylor Sago. Taylor's plans for the future are to be successful and happy. She is escorted tonight by her parents, Rich and Wanda Sago. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Sago. Our next senior is Maddie Talley. Maddie's plans to attend college and medical school and become a neurologist. She is escorted by her parents, Dan and Rachel, stepfather Marcus, and her sister Jill. Ladies and gentlemen, Maddie Talley. And our final senior cheerleader is Yael Washington. She plans to attend a 4-year college to obtain a degree in nursing. She is escorted tonight by her mother, Lynette, and her grandmother, Donna, and her sisters, Zael and Jaya. Ladies and gentlemen, Yaira Washington.
Man, this guy is fire on the PA.
He is killing it right now. Absolutely great. Making sure he's getting all the names
Once again, let's hear it for our class of 2025 senior cheerleaders.
Oh, man, he's doing a great job.
I mean, they got the whole game day atmosphere here with they had the music on before we got going.
Knights.
All right, here are the senior football players for North Penn.
Jackson Sherman. Jackson plans to attend college in the future, and he is escorted tonight by his father, Brian, his mother, Eileen, and his brother, Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Jackson Sherman. Our next senior is Christian Johns Wallace. His future plans include playing football in college. Christian is escorted by his mother, Sheree, his father, Jay, and his family. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, Christian Johns Wallace.
Starting linebacker.
Our next senior is Aiden Eves. Aiden's future plans include playing football in college and studying engineering. He is escorted by his father, Michael, his mother, Michelle, and his family. Ladies and gentlemen, number 7, Aiden Eves.
Yeah, also remarkable that we're already to week 7 now.
I was just
week 8.
about to say.
Our next senior is Cole
like
D'Ambrosio. Cole's future plans include going to college. He is escorted tonight by his father, Joe, and his mother, Beth. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Cole D'Ambrosio.
You know, one of the starting linebackers for
Our
North
next
Penn.
senior is Justin Long. Justin's future plans include attending college to major in business. He is escorted tonight by his mother, Joanna, and his father, Justin. Ladies and gentlemen, number 15, Justin Long.
Strictly business. I should have studied business.
Our next senior is Cameron Collins.
That's where the money's at.
Cameron's future plans include becoming a serial entrepreneur. He also wants to travel extensively while embracing every opportunity to smile and enjoy life. He is escorted tonight by his mother, Gina Collins, and Sean Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, number 17, Cameron Collins.
A serial entrepreneur. That's where you invest in cornflakes.
Yeah.
Our next senior is Julian Archer.
Cereal.
Julian's future plans include attending college to study
Gotta find the money in the
meteorology
box.
or law. He is escorted by his mother, Olympia Irwin, his brother, Ahmad Huff, and his family. Ladies and gentlemen, number 20, Julian Archer. Our next senior is Josiah Coleman. Josiah's future plans include attending college and hopefully playing football at the collegiate level. He is escorted tonight by his mother, Kim Graham, and his sister, Sabrina Graham. Ladies and gentlemen, number 22, Josiah Coleman.
All right, having a little fun with the senior recognition thing going on. Sun going down here
Our
at
next
North
senior
Penn.
is Andrew Irvin. Andrew plans on owning his own business in the future. He is escorted tonight by his mother, Cindy, his sister, Kelsey, and his family. Ladies and gentlemen, number 24, Andrew Irvin. Our next senior is Tim Shin. Tim's future plans include studying business at the Pennsylvania State University. Tim is escorted tonight by his father, J.T. Shin, his mother, Rebecca Lee, and his family. Ladies and gentlemen, number 27, Tim Shin. Our next senior is Ryan Buckley. Ryan plans to continue playing football in college while majoring in business. Ryan is escorted tonight by his mother, Amy, his father, Joe, and his family. Ladies and gentlemen, number 39, Ryan Buckley.
Hit a couple of field goals in last week's game.
I love when
Our
kickers
next
wear
senior
obscure
is
numbers like that.
Azarius Fortson. Azarius' future plans include becoming a physical therapist or coach. He is escorted tonight by his mother, Ebony Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, number 51, Azarius Fortson.
You talk about business, Chris. That's what I should have got into, physical therapy.
Azarius, one of the
Our next
DBs
senior
out there
is
tonight.
Vinny Mutmore. Vinny's future plans include continuing to play football and work in carpentry. Vinny is escorted tonight by his mother, Holly Montmore, his father, John Montmore III, and his family. Ladies and gentlemen, number 55, Vinny Montmore.
You can see he's a hard worker, works on both sides of the ball, offensive line and defensive line.
Our next senior is Ryan Francis. Ryan's future plans include attending college to study business. He is escorted tonight by his father, John Francis, his brother, Patrick Francis, and his family. Ladies and gentlemen, number 62, Ryan Francis.
And congratulations to all
And our
the
next
moms
senior
and dads
is
and the parents and
Dylan
family
Webb
members out there.
Dennis. Dylan's future plans include playing football in college. He is escorted by his mother, Diamond Webb, and his sister, Debbie Webb Dennis. Ladies and gentlemen, number 77, Dylan Webb Dennis.
Yet another senior on that offensive line. Shows you the experience these guys have together.
And now, let's meet our senior managers. Our first manager is Maddie Archer. Maddie's future plans include attending Marymount University in Arlington, Virginia, majoring in criminal psychology and playing collegiate softball. Maddie is escorted tonight by David Archer and Christy Archer, her parents. Ladies and gentlemen, Maddie Archer.
Criminal psychologist, going to be studying the likes of you, Gus.
Oh, yeah.
And finally tonight,
You don't want to get in this one.
Molly Randall. Molly plans to attend Bloomsburg University or University of Delaware to major in nursing and minor in exercise science. Molly is escorted by her mother Michelle, her father Jeff, and her family. Ladies and gentlemen, team manager Molly Randall.
Well, once again, congratulations to all of the cheerleaders, the football players, the managers, moms, dads, family members. Senior recognition tonight.
Senior cheerleaders, football players, and managers.
All right, just minutes away from kickoff.
And best of luck tonight.
We got to turn to Gus Barber for our rush of brilliance from last week. Each week, we take a look at the game that the Pennsbury Falcons played last week. Wasn't much to really sink your teeth into, Gus. It's brought to you by Nolan Painting. We're happy to have them, and we're calling it the brush of brilliance.
Yeah, brush of brilliance. You know, paint on the field, show your brilliance in a brushing motion. But like you said, last week it was a tough matchup for Pennsbury in that CB West game. Only able to scrounge up 6 points in the matchup. Defense got run over a little bit, passing a little bit, gave up a couple touchdowns. But the brush of brilliance this past week was Jordan Brensinger, who was able to get in the end zone for the only Pennsbury score of the game. Start of the fourth quarter, not even a minute into it. They were in the red zone on this 2-yard line. Brensinger able to work with his fantastic offensive line, get in the end zone, and able to secure Pennsbury's only points of the game last week. Like we said, a little bit of a tough matchup against that CB West team.
And Brensinger has been solid running the ball for this Pennsbury Falcon team from week one right on. He got into the end zone, but it was not enough for the Falcons. They lost to CB West 27-6. 6 points was all North Penn could muster as well against CB South. And as we said, that was 2 field goals from Ryan Bachlet. So they're looking to get back into the end zone. They were unable to do that against the Titans last week. All right, kickoff coming up in just a little bit. Watch that Coaches Roundtable show, video streamed live every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. from Sandy's Beef and Ale, and brought to you by Lower Bucks Hospital. Since 1954, Lower Bucks Hospital supporting the youth of our community. And don't forget that Coaches Roundtable show brought to you by the Fella Auto Group as well on Route 13 in Bristol. Mention the Coaches Roundtable and you get $250 off any car. Mention the Coaches Roundtable, $250 right off the bat at Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. All right, running down the coaches here for both teams. Again, head coach for North Penn, Dick Beck. Galen Snyder back at the helm for the Pennsbury Falcons. And the Falcons need it. It really feels like this game, like so many high school football games, Gus, is going to be won in the trenches. We've seen the Falcons really battle against CB South, held them in check for a lot of the night. They played them tough. North Penn also had a close, tight game with CB South, and the Falcons really need to bring their A game so they can keep it close against a team that has the capacity to really be explosive. I mean, they've steamrolled some of the teams that they took down this year, and here they come, the North Penn Knights on senior recognition night, 6-1 record, and they'll get after the Pennsbury Falcons. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB.
Yeah, then when you look at this matchup for Pennsbury, they've gotten beat in the passing game for a good amount of the season, but the running defense for this squad has been the strength of the defense. So going up against a team that also likes to run the ball should be an interesting matchup. Pennsbury doesn't have as much of size on the defensive line as they had in years past, but you get to play from Walker Murray and those linebackers. It really, really shows a difference when you can have that star-studded of a linebacker. And then offensively, you look at this Pennsbury team, they've been able to get things going on the ground here and there. Scoring has been the problem for them, though, finishing off drives with touchdowns and ball security. So if they're able to clean those things up, they could make this a really tight game against this North Penn Knights that is really fighting for one of the top spots.
Yeah, and a dangerous team when it comes to North Penn, Gus. You look at some of the scores, 34-6 over Council Rock South. They took down Quakertown 35-12. Neshaminy trounced them 37-7. Shut out Penridge 31-0. CB East gave them a game, but big scoring for the Knights put them in front 42-21. And then they lose to CB South and look to bounce back tonight. But some impressive lopsided victories for the Knights, and certainly a dangerous team. Meanwhile, the Pennsbury Falcons, you talk about moving the football and just haven't been able to do that consistently. And then when they do move the football, as Gus referenced just a few moments ago, they've been hurt by some costly turnovers. So
and it doesn't help that they'll get to some spots where they get a couple good plays, they'll get a first down, but there'll be a holding call, false start, just a very big loss of play, and it really just screws the whole drive up.
Yeah.
And you've seen that a lot from this Pennsbury offense this year. If it's not a long, sustained, very good drive, there will be times where you take one step forward and you get two steps back. Is it self-inflicted or is it something that the defense caused? You never really know, but that has been a problem for this Pennsbury offense.
All right, we do know that North Penn wins the coin flip, and they will defer to the second half, so Pennsbury will get the football first. And before we get started, we honor America with the Star Spangled Banner. We're going to step aside, take care of a couple of quick messages, take our hats off, and rise with the crowd, and we'll be back with the start of tonight's game on BCB.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan from Nolan Painting. Choosing the right color is critical in the painting process. Our color consultants will help you pick and choose the right color, and our professional painters will apply it with precision. NolanPainting.com, improving homes and neighborhoods since 1979.
When it comes to plumbing, there's only one trusted name for your home or business. That's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Whether it's drains, water heaters, faucets, or sewers, Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown can solve all of your plumbing problems. Time-tested and punctual since 1984. It's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Call them at 215-943-1776. That's 215-943-1776 for Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown, a proud supporter of high school athletics in Bucks County.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
Parents, are you looking for an athletic performance coach for your child with over 25 years of experience? Coaches, are you looking for a strength and conditioning coach that has coached youth to professional teams to record success? Your only choice is the Kalinowski Performance Academy. The Kalinowski Performance Academy is the area leader in personal, group, team academy prep, and return to play training. The Kalinowski Performance Academy believes that everyone should have an opportunity to be their best. Go to trainlikecal.com to be Cal's next success story. That's trainlikecal.com, spelled K-A-L.
Welcome back to North Penn High School as we get you ready for high school football on WBCB. A clear, cool October night, a Thursday night for this one.
Yeah, but not on Amazon Prime. No. We're on WBCB.
I'm Al Michaels and he's Kirk Herbstreit. No,
I could be Kirk Herbstreit. I actually don't mind Kirk Herbstreit. I think he does a really good job with college football and
We're better
NFL
looking than
games.
those guys.
Oh, I'm 10 times better looking than Kirk.
All right, Bachlet has it teed up, ready to go. Brensinger back deep, along with Parada. For the Pennsbury Falcons, we are underway tonight. A deep kickoff.
Big boot.
5 yards into the end zone for a Pennsbury touchback. And so Falcon football, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Again, don't forget to watch the Coaches Roundtable show every Wednesday at 7, brought to you in part by Fella Auto Group, Route 13 in Bristol. Mention the Coaches Roundtable show, you get $250 off any car. Just mention the Coaches Roundtable and get $250 off any car right off the bat at Fella Auto Group, Route 13 in Bristol. Matt McGinty comes in with the play for the Pennsbury Falcons. Running backs include Caden Brown and Jordan Brensinger. David Kane, the signal caller. Across the line, Jimmy Coons, Tyler Robinson, Rocco May, Connor O'Brien. Tight end Dante Ciola.
Looked like a false start or something.
Offsides, the initial
Offsides.
indication. And this may benefit Pennsbury to start this game. Also, one of their wing backs, you'll see number 44 out there, Walker Murray. No, it is a false start. So it makes it more difficult for the Falcons. 1st and 15. For North Penn on defense, cornerbacks Matt Pawnell and Riley Gray. Linebackers Jack Stegaitis and Nate Shepian, along with Christian Johns Wallace and Cole D'Ambrosio. Defensive end Azarius Fortson and Dom Tranzilli. And their tackles are Jack Silvers and Vinnie Montmore. Under center is Kane. It is a handoff up the gut. I thought Kane kept it, but gives it up, and it's a short gain.
You fooled us all. Good handoff fake. Just keep it yourself, trying to roll out to the right, pretend like you still have it. But
a 6-yard pickup there for Caden Brown. Makes it 2nd and 9. Picks up that penalty yardage plus a bit. Sets him down. He gives to the second guy through, Jordan Brensinger. Brensinger fighting his way up to the 25-yard line, but that leaves the Falcons 5 yards short of a first down, 3rd and 5. Actually, they'll mark it back a little bit, and 3rd and 6. Just a minute gone by here in the first quarter. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. Chris Ermer, Gus Barber, Justin Lawrence with you from North Penn High School. And the Falcons looking to convert on 3rd down on their opening drive of the night.
Yeah, we've seen some play action passes last couple weeks from Pennsbury. See if we got one here. Yes, we do.
Kane does drop back into the pocket, look downfield for Walker Murray, and it's broken up, incomplete, but the flag comes out. Too much contact there by the defender, and it's going to be a defensive pass interference. Over there defensively was Matt Pownell defending Walker Murray, a 50-50 ball, and Falcons get a huge defensive pass interference to move him up the field.
Yeah, you've seen some slant passes, some out routes, but you haven't really seen many passes like that from David Kane so far when he's taken over. And that looked like a really good ball. Good coverage there. Maybe just a little bit too handsy, a little bit too tight on the coverage. But it was a good ball to give it to Walker Murray to try to give him an opportunity to go up and get it.
And they do draw the foul. They get the first down, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this could be big for Pennsbury. Try to get that opening punch off on North Penn. Try to get a score early and try to get your offense some good momentum. So it looked like somebody flinched on the defensive line, but no call.
Back to the ground game. Again, Brensinger gets it, tries to get to the edge, but nothing doing out there. No gain for Brensinger. Shepian is there to greet him. 2nd and 10, 10-19 and counting, first quarter action. And Falcons coming in 3 and 4. North Penn suffering their first loss last week to the Titans of CB South in a 14-6 game where they were only able to manage a couple of field goals. So they look to bounce back, and the Falcons on the move here, 2nd and 10, trying to keep it going. Kane can't handle the snap. It's picked up by Caden Brown, and he's going to make something out of nothing. A positive gain there after the snap exchange was no good. Caden Brown moves it up a couple of yards, makes it 3rd and 7.
Yeah, talked a little bit about the ball security being a problem for this Pennsbury offense. And you saw right there a little snap, miscue, ball on the ground. Thankfully, there was a Falcon there to pick it up, Caden Brown, and make something out of nothing, like you said. Man, he really, what do they say, shined a turd?
Yeah, turn garbage, garbage into gold.
Something
there
like that.
Is. Yes, 3rd and 7 now, and again, forced into a tough 3rd and long to try to convert. And before the play, the Pennsbury Falcons take timeout. Comes with 9:03 to go on the first quarter clock. And we'll let you know that tonight's brought to you by Chance to Save Bargain Outlets. And you can put a stop to grocery and convenience store prices, always going up and up. Visit the Chance to Save Bargain Outlet store. That's near Pennsbury High School at 8720 New Falls Road. Hundreds of daily grocery items you and your family use every day, including cereal, fresh fruit and vegetables, snacks and pet food, and so much more, plus cleaning supplies, cookware, clothing, even baby supplies and furniture. Chance to Save Bargain Outlet, helping to make portions of tonight's game possible, and they're right across the street from Pennsbury's baseball field. Put a stop to high prices. Visit Chance to Save Bargain Outlet. Thanks also to DiLorenzo's Pizza, the Berg Pizza, 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown, owned and operated by Tyler DiLorenzo. And the Berg Pizza in the Vermilion Square, 8919 New Falls Road. Great pizzas, including their original Trenton tomato pie and other great gourmet pizzas. DiLorenzo's on board for tonight's game. 3rd and 7 for the Falcons out of the timeout. Kane pitches to Brensinger, and Brensinger has a hold, takes it across the 50 for a Pennsbury first down. 10-yard pickup for Brensinger. Fortson brings him down at the 47.
Really good blocking there by the Pennsbury offensive line. As soon as he chipped that ball, tossed it to the running back, you could see the lineman pulling and having so much green grass. And once you see that, you get the offensive lineman in full seam. It's hard to stop him.
I mean, one of the guys who usually is leading that train is Rocco May, who's just a great athlete along that Pennsbury offensive line. 1st and 10, up the gut. Caden Brown with a big hit, takes a wicked shot at the end of the play, but he's up to the 31-yard line, and you know it's a wicked shot when the mouthpiece comes flying out.
It flew out, but what a great run by him to get the first down, pick up another big gain, and take that lick right there of a hit, come up not even phased. Wow.
He rips off 16 for the Falcons, another Falcon first down up to the 31.
And this is what I'm talking about. This opening drive by Pennsbury. Get some good momentum here. Get a good drive. You can finish this off with a touchdown. You're feeling good in this start of the game.
Murray in motion. Brown up the gut, stays on his feet, keeps the legs moving down to the 25-yard line. He was slowed up around the 29 and just kept fighting. 6-yard pickup.
And you'd have to think over time this offensive line is really going to start playing even better and better. Start the season, you thought you had your lineup. Center leaves after a couple weeks. Get the replacement in. He breaks his arm after a couple weeks. Sorry, Spence, I got to say it, but it hurt. It hurt me to hear when I heard the news. But then you go into this, you got your 3rd starting center, so you have to think the group has to start to come together with the chemistry.
And before this play, it's blown dead. I believe timeout taken by North Penn.
Ooh, you got some North Penn coaches going at each other, so definitely some miscommunication on that side of the ball.
Timeout with 6:55 to go, first quarter. No score thus far. High school football on WBCB, brought to you by Jammer Doors and Windows, a 4th generation family local local family-owned business since 1920, offering Raynor garage doors and openers, the finest garage doors and openers. And Jammer also carries entry doors, patio doors, and windows, sales, service, and installation. And Jammer Doors and Windows, they do their own install using no subcontractors. Fairer prices, more pride in their work. That's what you get with Jammer, both residential and commercial sales and service. Visit Jammer Doors and Windows at their showroom, 2850 Brunswick Avenue on Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, and their Yardley showroom in the Grist Mill at 10 North Main Street. Open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. That's 215-493-7709. 2nd and 4. Kane sets him down out of the North Penn timeout, and movement for the Falcons. Pre-snap movement, and they're called for another false start.
That's what we talked about. When you get some good things going, you get a couple steps forward, you take a step back, self-inflicting wounds.
They mark it back to the 30-yard line. Makes it 2nd and 9. Again, coming up for Pennsbury, back at home next week against the Abington Ghosts. A 6 o'clock kickoff for that one, and that will be Pennsbury's senior recognition, where they recognize the senior football team members, the cheer squad, and the Long Orange Line. That's going to be a big night, and then they wrap up the regular season hitting the road to take on Neshaminy. 2nd and 9. Delay give to Brensinger on the counter. Running room down to the 10. 5-yard line. Dives for the pylon. And waiting for the official to signal.
I think they're going to say he's out by the 1 or 2. Yeah, 2-yard line. Wow.
He did get to the pylon, but the officials right there says he stepped out of bounds. So 1st and goal for the Falcons from the 2-yard line.
Holy cow.
28-yard pickup for Brensinger.
Another great play by the offensive line to get out in front of the defensive line, get a big gap for Brensinger, and he does the rest, just finds the hole and takes off. What a beautiful run by Brensinger.
And a great play for Pennsbury. Like you said, Gus, he was 20 yards downfield before anybody had an angle on him. From the 2, 1st and goal. Walker Murray goes across the formation. The give goes to Caden Brown. He fights his way forward. Looked like he was in there, but the official says not quite. Moves it inside the 1.
I thought he got in too as well.
And brings up 2nd and goal. Falcons knocking on the doorstep. A commanding opening drive tonight.
And something we haven't really talked about, 6 minutes on the clock. They've taken half of this quarter away in this opening drive. Exactly what you want to see for Pennsbury. Keep the drive going, try to punch in points, keep the ball away from North Penn.
Limit those night possessions.
Yes, time of possession. Whoever wins time of possession has a great chance of winning the game.
Got to finish the job here from the 1. Again, the give to Brown. Cuts it upfield. Leans into the end zone, and the officials say no again.
The 1-inch mark.
Not quite.
No gain on the play.
Wow, yeah. Literally inches from the goal line now as they set it up for 3rd and goal.
Now, we haven't really seen it as much from Pennsbury, but you're this close. Why not think about a quarterback keep? The formation, what you do, you normally have 2 backs back there anyway. A little, maybe a variation of a tush push. You're that close. Just all you got to do is push it forward 6 inches.
Rocco May firing his guys up in the huddle as Kate brings him to the line of scrimmage. Sets him down, and again the give is to Caden Brown, and he's into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run. The Pennsbury Falcons on the scoreboard, 6-0 with 5:10 to go tonight in the 1st quarter.
Well, I said it once, what a huge opening drive there for Pennsbury. Said before they got the ball, try to get an opening score here, really punch North Penn in the mouth, get the offense going in a good momentum, and they did exactly that in that opening drive. Finish off with 6, Angelo Pereira, Mr. Clutch, finish it off with 7.
Pereira splits the uprights, 7-0 Pennsbury with 5:10 to go in the 1st quarter, and now we'll see what the North Penn Knights can do with the football. Tonight's game brought to you by Senator Steve Sanacero, proudly serving the 10th Senatorial District and proudly supporting today's football game as a public service to the community. Senator Sanacero supporting the youth of our community, tomorrow's future leaders. Steve himself, as a former teacher, is a leader in education along with infrastructure, environment, women's health issues, and gun violence protection in the 10th Senatorial District. And if your school would like a tour of the Capitol in Harrisburg, contact Steve's office at senatorsanacero.com. That's senatorsanacero.com. Senator Sanacero hopes you're enjoying tonight's game. Pereira with it teed up. He's been having these angled short kicks. And there's one, a fair catch called for at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Knights will begin with the football at their own 30.
Now, North Penn here, they're going to have to punch back. We talked about Pennsbury's opening punch. Well, as a boxer, you got to eat those punches and try to fight them back. So North Penn got to give them a punch of their own.
Right there, that fair catch was made by Cameron Maynor. And actually, they'll say that was made at the 29-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Knights from there. Led by junior quarterback Matt Buxar. Matt, a dual threat. He runs it and throws it.
And you've seen Pennsbury's defense. That's been a trouble they've had defending is dual threat quarterbacks this year. You saw it last week in the CB West game.
Buxar gives to Matt Pannell. And Pannell with a 4-yard pickup. Up to the 33 for North Penn. And already here in the first quarter, under 5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, that was a time-eating drive by Pennsbury, that opening drive. You're still in the first quarter, but man, time is already a factor if you're North Penn. You haven't even, this is the first time you're getting the ball.
Buxar, 6 foot, 180, calls for it from the pistol set. Hands the football off, running room out there, but not for long. Runs right into Henry Garlitz. And Garlitz spills Matt Pannell. And after the 4-yard pickup, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and some good blocking there by the North Penn. Not only their offensive line, but a receiver there for North Penn. Not exactly sure who it was, but absolutely putting the clamps on a Pennsbury DB.
Here, wide out, split to the far side. Looks like some pressure. Walker Murray knifes in there and makes the tackle.
And we say his name a bunch, and that is exactly why right there. Walker Murray is everywhere. Backfield, in the linebacker, putting pressure on the offensive line. He gets it done for this Falcons defense.
And that's going to bring Ryan Backlett out to punt for North Penn. And it seemed like Pennsbury had a feel for that when they moved Walker Murray right up along the line of scrimmage, brought pressure, and defensive penetration, giving him a tackle for loss.
Yeah, really good job by Pennsbury to make that stop and make North Penn punt the ball here.
Nice punt. Brensinger will let that land.
Wow.
And it skips inside the 10 all the way down to the 5, the 4-yard line.
That was a punt and a half. What a bounce. The North Penn Knights were able to get there, pin Pennsbury inside their own 5.
I mean, Brensinger has been back there for punt returns throughout the season, Gus. I don't know if he has not caught a lot of punts in the air. He prefers to let them bounce, and that's a dangerous game that you're playing.
I didn't want to say anything, but it did look like he had an opportunity to catch it and make a return. I thought there was plenty of room from the Gunners coming up on him, but I thought maybe he thought he was closer to the end zone. But like you said, Chris, he has let a lot of balls bounce before he's been able to grab them.
I mean, sometimes it's a short punt. Every situation is a little bit different, but felt like he could have.
That one, yeah.
Tried to secure that one. Here he gets the
good
football,
blocking.
heads to the outside.
Ooh, but it closed quickly.
Upended out there by Matt Pannell. Brensinger with the carry, picks up 4 yards. Matt Pannell, a critically important guy for North Penn this season. Not only their main running back, but also a huge tackler out on the edge at that cornerback position. A cornerback who likes to tackle, likes to be physical.
You don't really see that from a lot of guys that especially go both ways, want to conserve themselves maybe a little bit for the offense, but nah, he lets it rip.
Falcons from their own 8-yard line. Kane to Brown. Brown runs it up the middle. Gets out near the 14, but still a couple of yards short of a Falcon first down.
I think it's going to be 1 yard short. I think they're going to say it's 3rd and 1 here. But the way Pennsbury's been operating on offense, that is nothing right now.
Yeah, they've had a couple of 3rd and longs on their opening drive that they were able to convert. One on a Brensinger run. The other one, they got the benefit of a defensive pass interference on a throw to Walker Murray. As we get down near the 90-second mark of quarter number 1, what do they do on 3rd and about 1.5 yards? Hand off to Caden Brown. Not a lot of running room. He's pushed back at the line of scrimmage. No gain for the Falcons. And now decision time coming up for Coach Snyder, and it doesn't take him long to ask for Chris Karamis, the Pennsbury punter.
With the field position, they're getting so pinned back in their own territory. It just makes sense. Try to get Karamis' big leg, get it as far down the field as possible, and hopefully Pennsbury would get as good of a bounce as the Knights did in their last kick.
Ready for a return is Matt Ponnell, the junior running back and quarterback. And it goes off the side of Karamis' foot, comes down at the 36 and bounces across the 40 to the 42-yard line. So good field position for North Penn on the Pennsbury 42. They get their next drive started with 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter of tonight's McCaffrey's Game of the Night. And if you're looking for creative food dishes with beautiful river views and a down-to-earth American cafe, visit Charcoal BYOB. Overlooking the Delaware in Yardley, the food locally sourced and seasonally inspired. Bring a bottle of your favorite wine. Enjoy exceptional cuisine created by executive chef brothers Mark and Eric Plusha. Charcoal open Wednesday through Sunday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Check out their menus at visitcharcoalbyob.com. As Bucksard drops back and looks downfield on first down and connects with his target, complete to the 25. Jackson Sherman, the senior, with a nice grab.
And we talked about dual threat quarterbacks. That's been a problem for this Pennsbury defense. And a weak point of this defense has been the secondary. You see it right there, just first pass attempt already able to get a big completion.
Wow, pinpoint strike there from Bucksar. At least, had a lot of pace on that ball. On 1st and 10, they pitch it out to Ponnell. And Ponnell can't get away from Walker Murray and Ryan Rucosta. They picks up 1 tough yard. It's 2nd and 9. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter tonight. Pennsbury in front of North Penn, 7-0. And at the break, we'll let you know more than securing your home or business. BAI Security, the locally owned and operated security company, offers personal service and quality security solutions, including security services for your pets. BAI Security also services fire extinguishers, including annual inspections. All BAI employees have thorough background checks, including criminal, civil, motor vehicle, and drug testing for complete 24/7 security for your home or business, including your pets. Call BAI Security at 215-493-1414, 215-493-1414, or visit BAInow.com. That's BAInow.com. And we thank BAI Security for powering portions of tonight's game. If you miss any of it, read about it in tomorrow's Trentonian, complete local and national news 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. 2nd and 9 from the 24 for the Knights as we get going in the second quarter. Falcons with a 1-yard Caden Brown touchdown. And now North Penn looking to respond. Bucksar throws downfield, but his guy fell down. So intended receiver couldn't keep his feet. And it's incomplete. He was looking there for Mason Franick, the junior target. And I was looking at Bucksar, not sure if he just kind of made a break. And
I think he just slipped there. Yeah, it didn't look like there was too much contact from the DB. Somebody must have just hit a star and got a banana in Mario Kart and just threw it on the field. That's the only thing, nothing, no contact, no nothing.
Got hit by the turf monster.
Yep. Sniper up top.
3rd and 9 with 11:55 to go, just underway in the second quarter. Bucksar pressured, flush from the pocket. He'll tuck it and go. Running room to the far side, out to the 10-yard line, and Matt Bucksar picks up a North Penn first down. And I believe it's going to be 1st and goal. Yeah, they mark him down, or mark him out of bounds at the 8. Stops the clock with 11:46 to go.
Really good job by him. Just to sense the pressure, not panic too much, step up and find a running lane. Just an excellent job.
That's one of the dangers with those dual threat quarterbacks. You get some good pressure, but sometimes the pocket breaks down, some running lanes open up. And now 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Bucksar from under center fakes the handoff and throws complete and into the end zone. Touchdown for Justin Long. I assume he tight end Wyatt Martin with the grab, the junior with the TD. And that makes it 7-6 pending the extra point. As the Knights move it down the field and get their first score of the night. A touchdown pass for Bucksar. Now Bachlet will try to add the extra point. He does, and we are all even, 7-7 with 11:40 to go in the second quarter.
Well, we talked about the punch back. There it was by the Knights. You gave up the early touchdown by Pennsbury, but you had to get on the board. Opening drive wasn't successful, but that second one, very successful.
Now, Pennsbury needs better field position. Last time they got the football, they were pinned deep in their own end and really never got going. So we'll see what happens as the Knights get set to kick it off. Keeping people active and healthy since 1991, Dr. Rob Johnson and the Johnson Chiropractic Center supporting Pennsbury football on WBCB. From elite athletes at local schools to senior citizens, Dr. Johnson's goal is to keep you moving. He offers functional one-on-one fitness training and will increase your strength and flexibility at any age. Dr. Johnson, for over 30 years, keeping people active and healthy at 175 South Main Street in Yardley. Bachlet approaches the football. Parada and Brensinger back deep for the Falcons, and Brensinger just lets that one go. Goes into the end zone, touchback for the Falcons, and so they begin at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Thanks also to Brian Rogers over at Yardley Pharmacy, 175 South Main Street in Yardley, a hometown community leader and pharmacist who will go out of his way to help his customers, making sure you understand everything about your medications, answer any questions you might have, including insurance questions. Yardley Pharmacy, owned by Brian Rogers. No one going to give you better service than an owner-operated business like Yardley Pharmacy. Avoid the big chains. Stay local with people who are there every day and care about you. Yardley Pharmacy, offering medical equipment also at 175 South Main Street in Yardley. 1st and 10 from the 20. Brown and Brensinger in the backfield. And the give to Caden Brown. A 5-yard pickup. Junior Jack Silvers credited with the stop. 2nd and 6. Here's the Falcons get back to it. Again, Falcons coming off of a loss to CB West. That's the team that North Penn will take on next week.
Yeah.
As Kane again sets him down.
That was a tough matchup too for Pennsbury.
And the give to Brown looked like he was up to the 30 and then got turned back, but they'll say now he got to the 29-yard line.
Carry by number 2, Caden Brown.
So the Falcons with a 3rd and 1.
Gain of 5.
And the Falcons have done better on 3rd and long than 3rd and short so far, and they need a conversion once again on 3rd down to keep this drive going.
Yeah, and we talked about the play action pass. The last 3rd down, you were pinned back. Well, didn't make sense there, but the field position, how short you are, you could put that into factor, and that could change some things for North Penn, something that they're not really expecting on a 3rd and short.
Here, everybody in sight, as now Murray will go to the near side wing, and looked like Pennsbury was not set, maybe a little bit of confusion. They want to make sure everybody on the same page, so they take timeout with 10:15 to go in the 2nd quarter. Again, you missed the action on BCB. Read about it in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage that you can count on 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. So many great sponsors to recognize, including Sioka Ford Lincoln, as again they help to power Pennsbury Falcon football here on WBCB. Just 20 short minutes from Route 1 in Langhorne. Sioka Ford Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Experience the Sioka difference. Jim Catucci, general manager of Sioka of Lawrenceville, born and raised in Lower Bucks, and he knows the Sioka difference. We thank them for supporting tonight's game. Sioka Ford and Lincoln, small enough to know you, big enough to better serve you. 3rd and short, and the Falcons pitch it out to Brensinger. Brensinger turns on the jets and bursts forward for a Pennsbury 1st down up to the 31.
Yeah, well, not as much green grass like you would like there on a toss, but Brensinger able to do his thing and get the 1st down for Pennsbury.
And again, he's been solid all season for the Falcons. One of the main running backs, had a touchdown last week. The only points the Falcons were able to muster up against CB West. From the 32. Handoff to Brown. And Brown just punishing as he finishes that run. Looked like the defender took that blow right there as he brings it up to the 38.
He took much of the brunt of that hit there. You can hear that from up here, but a hard run there by Brown.
And we saw earlier tonight, Brown took a pretty rough hit at the end of one of those plays. A physical game between these two teams.
Don't know if it's the same person for North Penn, but maybe a little get back there by Caden Brown. He definitely feels better about it.
9 minutes to go in the 1st half. And Kane hands off to Brensinger, cuts it back up into the defense, gets up to the 42-yard line, and his forward progress is going to be enough for a Pennsbury 1st down.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. Good run there. Hard physical run, not much of a lane, not much of a hole, but keeping the legs turning to fight for that 1st down.
Yeah, and that's the mark of a good running back, turning the jets on, and sometimes right into somebody's chest or right into defenders and
Pop him right in the chest, right between the numbers, make sure he feels it.
Takes it right into a pile of guys with no fear.
Yeah, they talk about wearing down the line. Well, that can wear down the linebackers. Enough of those kind of hits from the running back, it'll make a linebacker think twice.
And that's a key to this ground and pound attack. This time,
toss,
a pitch out to Brensinger. Room out there. Good job out there to force him to cut back. That was Matt Pawnell, the first guy to reach out and slow up Brensinger. But he still takes it up to the 48-yard line and picks up 7.
Now, that's really good to see because that's a play Pennsbury likes to use a lot but hasn't had a lot of success so far on this year. So to see them use that play multiple times tonight and be successful with it just goes to show you how successful their offensive line blocking is, because that's where it all stems from. A toss, you need good blocking or it's just not going to survive, as the Lord let it be light.
Yeah, we got a little lights on up here. Brensinger cuts it right into Braden Cassell.
And I think that play right there just shows you how well Pennsbury is playing. Offensively, you had multiple North Penn defenseman in the backfield. It looked like it was going to be a tackle for loss, but Brensinger just able to wiggle his way around and just be able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Just being able to get back to the line of scrimmage on that kind of play with that kind of pressure in the backfield is a good thing. You may see that last play and go, oh, they didn't really get much, they didn't get anything. But just to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage is big.
Big play here, 3rd and 3. They give to Brown, and he barrels forward for a Falcon first down up to the 47 of North Penn.
And that just shows you right there, not every play is successful, but you're getting the fighting for the extra yards. And when it does happen right there, you'll get a good hole, a good lane, and pop it for a first down. Pennsbury's offense looking good here so far tonight.
I mean, North Penn looking over here to the near sideline as Arias Fortson. Seemed like there a little bit of confusion over there. Don't think they expected this kind of physical battle coming their way from the Pennsbury Falcons tonight. 1st and 10. And it's Caden Brown up the gut, but he runs right into the defensive line. First guy there is Dom Transilli.
Number 14, Nate Shepard on the tackle for the Knights.
Stop him for no gains. 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
As we're now under 6 minutes to go in the first half. All even at 7 apiece. A touchdown pass for Matt Buxar. A touchdown run for Caden Brown. And for Pennsbury, right now they're right on that playoff bubble. So obviously a huge game with only 3 left to go. And there, another inside give to Caden Brown. And he's proven throughout this season, Gus, that he's got the kind of stamina where he's not going to slow down. Caden Brown continues to fight forward, but that's a lot to ask.
Yeah, and I think Pennsbury has found a really good mix. We talked about before the season, you're going to see a lot of different faces back there, a lot of different names called. But I think Pennsbury's really found their mix back there with Jordan Brensinger and Caden Brown. I think they found their 1-2 punch.
They're back there. This time it's
good hole.
Brensinger on the counter.
Gonna be close.
He's across the 40 to the 38-yard line. That's going to be a little short for the Falcons.
They're going to say 4th and 1, but it's pretty much a fourth and 1.5, I would say. But a big call here because the way your offense is going, field position, you'd have to think it's 4-down territory. No kicking unit has come to the field yet, so it looks like Galen and this Pennsbury Falcon offense is going for it.
4th and a long one, maybe 4th and 2.
Which is big because there's only a little bit over 4 minutes left here in this first half.
From the 38. Handoff to Caden Brown, and he leans forward close to the 35-yard line, and that's enough for a Pennsbury Falcon first down.
And
another time-consuming drive here, Gus.
Yeah, and even if you don't finish off this drive with a touchdown, the way the clock is going, 4 minutes left, you get a couple more first downs, you may be able to go into half with the ball here, possibly up with a lead if you're able to score a touchdown or get it in field goal distance for Angelo Pereira, who's been a stud for you this year.
Injury timeout on the field. Want to let you know tonight's game on WBCB brought to you by Charcoal BYOB. Creative food dishes, beautiful river views in a down-to-earth American cafe. We thank them for supporting Falcon football on the WBCB Sports Network. Check out their menu at charcoalbyob.com. That's charcoalbyob.com. Thanks also to Jammer Doors and Windows, 4th generation, locally family-owned business. And they are at 2850 Brunswick Avenue on Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, and they have a Yardley showroom in the Gristmill, 10 North Main Street, open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709.
Well, that injured Knight, Lucas Oropeza, for the secondary unit, looked like he was holding his shoulder, favoring that left shoulder, so not a good sign for the Knights.
1st and 10. Brown gets the handoff across the 35, but stopped at the 34. 2-yard pickup. Silvers with another tackle for North Penn. So from the 34-yard line, Falcons in no hurry as the clock gets down to 3:15 and counting in the second quarter. Pennsbury scoring on their opening drive tonight. They moved it all the way down to the 1-yard line and got Caden Brown over the goal line. Here the give to Brensinger. Brensinger running room to the outside, working the sideline before he gets pushed out over there. Sal Colella out there defensively, but that's another Pennsbury Falcon first down.
Man, what a good run there by Brensinger. Just very patient, looking for the outside, and then once he sees he got the edge and got the corner, he really put on the afterburners. What a beautiful run by Brensinger. One of the horses for this Pennsbury offense.
So now the Falcons at the 20 of North Penn. 2.5 to go in the first half. The give to Caden Brown, and he just pushes for a couple of yards. Running behind the block of Connor O'Brien. And they'll say it's a 3-yard pickup. So 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left here in this first half. A time-consuming drive yet again for this Falcon team.
And not only threatening to score for Pennsbury, but utilizing pretty much all the time remaining in the second half as Kane sets them down. Murray across the formation, and the ball comes out. Another muffed snap. I believe the Falcons are on it as the officials uncover, and we await the signal. Who got on this football? North Penn saying they did. One of the Falcons looked like he had the ball. Kane gave the football to the officials, but the officials say North Penn recovering the fumble, and they take over. So as the Pennsbury Falcons looked like they were threatening to score, another mishap on the center quarterback exchange.
Tough. Like we said, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, self-inflicted wounds. And one of the biggest things for them was the ball security, and we've already seen one mishap snap. There's the second one. That one's costly as you're driving deep in North Penn territory and cough that ball up with only 1.5 minutes left. That is tough.
But now watch out for junior quarterback Matt Buxar. 4 receivers in this formation. Empty backfield and completes the pass. Gets it out to Jackson Sherman. Sherman across the 30 before he gets pushed out of bounds. They'll keep the clock moving after they reset the sticks, but that's enough for a North Penn first down. Pick up 14 up to the 32, but time running 1 minute and 15 and moving. Karamis with pressure, but the pass connects with Jackson Sherman again on the other side of the field. And Sherman with another North Penn first down up to the 46. Meanwhile, the clock's still moving as we get down to the 1 minute mark. Buxar, shotgun, he's gonna tuck it and go. Sheds 1 tackle up to the 50 before he is forced out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and that's another North Penn first down. And this time getting out of bounds, they stop the clock with 50 ticks before halftime.
1st and 10 for the Knights from the Pennsbury 40-yard line.
Well, this drive started with 1 minute and 39 remaining in the second quarter. And now it looks like North Penn, I don't know, with opportunity maybe after a few nice plays, moving them up into Pennsbury territory. Again, from the gun, Buxar set up a screen up the middle. Flag comes out as Walker Murray flattens the receiver. Ball caught by Aiden Ashley. And the flag, I think, is going to be against North Penn. Look, Coach Beck is not happy, and then they throw to where they're going to mark off the holding.
Penalty is holding against
So it looked like things were starting to build for North Penn, Gus, and now a holding call hamstrings them with only 45 seconds to go.
Yeah, and that's tough because you were really driving. You didn't have a lot of time. You still have timeouts left, but you were past midfield. Now you're at the 50-yard line. Self-inflicting wounds from both teams, hurting them.
Bucksar hits Sherman, and Sherman gets them pretty much back to where they were before. He goes out of bounds. They'll give him the 35. So it brings up 2nd and 5. And Sherman getting out of bounds stops the clock with 34 seconds to go. Stay with us at halftime. The Long Orange Line, the Pennsbury Falcon Marching Band, getting set to perform. We've got just over a half minute to go. Pressure again, pass caught by Sherman. Over there defensively was Sean Beatty. I mean, it looked like somebody had an arm wrapped around Chris Karamis down there.
I was thinking the same thing. That looked like North Penn got away with a holding call, but they say ball don't lie. No flag, no call.
No flag and another North Penn first down. So sets them up at the 25 with 28 seconds to go. And 2 timeouts still remaining for North Penn. Right here, a little bit of confusion for North Penn as they're going to send Pawnell out to the far side of the field. Now comes in motion to the slot. And Bucksar with another pass connection. Gets it out to Matt Pennell. Short gain, though, just a couple of yards up to the 22. And North Penn will take a timeout, stopping the clock with 21 seconds to go before halftime. 7-7 our score, thanks to Junior's Express Car Wash on the corner of New Falls Road and Hood Boulevard near Pennsbury High School. One of the best car washes in Bucks County with early bird specials. Buy 5 washes and get 1 free. Join their rewards club and get a free $20 car wash. Always free vacuums at Junior's Express Car Wash. Junior's Express Car Wash, owned and operated by a Pennsbury graduate and proud to support the Falcons. Open Monday through Saturday from 7 to 8. Sundays open 8 to 7 at the corner of New Falls Road and Hood Boulevard. Also a location at 2270 Bristol Oxford Valley Road in Levittown. Knights trying to score before halftime. Falcons trying to make a stand. Bucksar, empty set, is going to tuck it and go. Tries to get to the outside. Goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Forced out there by Walker Murray. And they'll say actually he's out of bounds at the 14. 13 seconds to go. Still time for a couple of potential strikes at the end zone.
Gain of 8 yards, good for a North Penn first down. 1st and 10 for the Knights from the 15.
So 1st and 10 now, 15-yard line of Pennsbury, and Bucksar again empty set, throws complete to Jackson Sherman, and Sherman brought down at the 5. The Knights looking like they were going to try to quickly get up to the line of scrimmage, but they'll burn a timeout, and that stops the clock with 7 seconds to go. And now, Gus, with 7 seconds remaining, maybe you want to bring out Bachlet and try a field goal.
Yeah, but to be down here at inside, I think the 5-yard line, from where this drive started with how much time left on here, what a drive to answer with before halftime. And remember, North Penn is going to get this ball back after half too. So if they're able to get 6 points, 7 points, 3 points, whatever it is, they're going to go into half with the lead and have a chance to put even more points on after that half. So it's a really big turnover now, it's looking like, for that Pennsbury team.
And over the last 90 seconds, Matt Buxar has been slicing and dicing, throwing the football accurately, moving the Knights downfield. From the gun, drops back, looks into the end zone, and it's broken up. Nice job out there by Vereen. Intended for Pawnell. And that leaves 2 seconds remaining and time for a field goal attempt for Ryan Bachlet, the senior place kicker. Again, connected 2 times last week against the Titans. And here we'll try a 23-yarder from the far hash. This will be the last play of the half. The kick is up and good. A field goal for North Penn makes it 10-7 and brings us to the end of the first half of play. North Penn in front 10-7 in the McCaffrey's game of the night. A 23-yard connection for Ryan Bachlet, the difference. Here as we head to the locker rooms, as Gus mentioned, it will be North Penn to receive the second half kick. Stay with us. We've got the Pennsbury Marching Band coming out to perform. We'll recap first half scoring and get you ready for second half action. That's all coming up here on the WBCB Sports Network. McCaffrey's game of the night at the half. North Penn 10, Pennsbury 7.
One of the top producing real estate groups in the Yardley-Makefield area is the Kim Rock Group. Kim lives in the Yardley area and knows its real estate market. The Kim Rock Group is the #1 team at Keller Williams Langhorne office, which is also the #1 office in Bucks County. Over a decade of experience in selling and investing in local real estate makes Kim the perfect choice to list your home. Licensed in both Pennsylvania and New Jersey, the Kim Rock Group has you covered for all of your real estate needs. For more information, visit thekimrockgroup.com. That's thekimrockgroup.com.
Hi, I'm Perry Warren, your Pennsylvania State Representative for the 31st District, and I'm proud to sponsor tonight's game. As your state representative, I have written and passed bills that will protect our children, help our small businesses, reduce insurance costs, increase gun safety, and protect our environment. And I supported record state public education funding for our students and our schools. With your vote, I will continue to bring home real results to the people of Lower Makefield, Newtown, Upper Makefield, and Yardley. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy today's game. Go Falcons!
Proceeding paid for by Perry Warren for State Representative.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan from Nolan Painting. We paint over 2,500 homes a year, and as you can see in our reviews, we have lots and lots of satisfied customers. So I always say, if you're not happy, we're not happy. It's because we care so much that we provide 100% customer satisfaction. We're going to put a lot of care and effort in what we do. We're going to do a super neat and clean job. Really, that's been the secret of our success. I don't think there's a company out there that provides better customer service than Nolan Painting. Nolan Painting, improving homes and neighborhoods since 1979.
You are more than just a heart patient. St. Mary Medical Center's teams get to know you, which can help them diagnose a problem and start treatment faster. St. Mary's cardiovascular team offers the latest imaging and device technology, testing and surgical procedures you'd expect from a national health system with the personal touch you want from local experts. They know the importance of seeing the person behind the patient. Let St. Mary help you live a healthier life.
The Pennsbury Falcon Marching Band out to perform at halftime, with the Falcons trailing North Penn 10-7 in Suburban 1 League National High School football action. And tonight's game brought to you in part by Ciocca Ford. Just 20 short minutes from Route 1 in Langhorne is Ciocca Ford. Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Experience the Ciocca difference at Ciocca Ford. Jim Catucci, General Manager of Ciocca Ford of Lawrenceville, born and raised in Lower Bucks and attended local schools and knows the Ciocca difference. As part of 52 dealerships, Ciocca Ford has a better selection of Ford trucks, cars, SUVs, and Lincolns, and far superior financing options will give you the greatest value for your trade-in. All this just 20 short minutes from Langhorne on Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Ciocca Ford and Lincoln, small enough to know you, big enough to better serve you. And if you missed any of the action tonight on WBCB, read about tonight's game in tomorrow's Trentonian outstanding local and national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. Thanks also to the newest first-class Italian restaurant in our area, Amori Restaurant, 8630 New Falls Road in Levittown. That's right there across from Pennsbury High School on New Falls Road. Offer fine dining at affordable prices with cuisine to rival any Center City restaurant, appetizers like mussels and clams to entrees like their homemade pasta dishes, including a fettuccine seafood extravaganza topped with fresh fish, veal dishes, steaks and pork chops, plus chicken dishes. Discover true fine Italian cuisine here in your own backyard at the new Amori Restaurant, 8630 New Falls Road. Again, that's right near Pennsbury High School, across the street from the Pennsbury baseball fields. Amori, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday, they are open till 10 p.m. A rushing touchdown for the Pennsbury Falcons, a passing TD, and a field goal for North Penn. And Pennsbury, I think they're ready to go. Indeed, here's the long orange line, the Pennsbury Falcon marching band. Pennsbury Falcon marching band, the Long Orange Line, performing at halftime. Falcons trailing North Penn tonight, 10-7. Tonight's game on WBCB, brought to you by the Trentonian, outstanding local and national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. Read about tonight's game in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Chris Ermer, Gus Barber, Justin Lawrence here from North Penn High School, and we were talking about the PIAA District 1 6A rankings. This is a big 6A game between these two schools, and CB South at the top and Downingtown West, both of those teams with 7-0 records. And then right behind those two schools in the 3 spot is this North Penn Knights team at 6-1. You look a little bit further down, other teams of interest, CB West, who will play North Penn next week, they are 5-2, and they're in the 5 spot right now. Neshaminy 5-2, and at halftime, Gus, you were saying they were up in their game against CB East.
Yeah, CB East, they're leading that thing 10-6. Was up 7-6, but able to score a first half ending field goal for Neshaminy. So even more momentum for that team going into half.
Kind of similar to our game.
Yeah, absolutely.
With North Penn getting a field goal with 2 seconds left in the second quarter to lead this one 10-7. Neshaminy right now the 8th seed when you look at the district rankings. Penn Ridge, who they defeated, dropped down to the 11th seed, and then our Pennsbury Falcons at the 16 spot, and they're going to need some power points. You need to get a win against North Penn. Next week's game against Abington, the Falcons will be favored in that game, but you're not going to get a lot of power points even with a victory there. So this game and the game against Neshaminy, just a little bit of a heightened importance, and feels like the Falcons almost need to win out in order to secure their spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's not crazy to say that with the way they've been playing in this first half today. They should be, in all honesty, in this halftime leading this thing. The way that last drive for Pennsbury, the way it ended, it's just how this Pennsbury has been going all year long. Something good will be going. The drives will be happening. The momentum is there, and then a self-inflicting wound will just tear everything apart. And you saw it on that last drive with that fumble.
Yeah, big fumble that led to North Penn points, and the other North Penn touchdown coming off of a short field off of a kind of a shanked punt that they didn't really kick too deep. So 10-7 our score, and right now, Gus, feels like North Penn has all the momentum on their side. They're going to receive the second half kickoff, and for Pennsbury, one way to turn off that spigot is to stop this opening drive, get the football back. I think that would really set a tone in this game. North Penn gets points on this opening drive. I don't know, seems like that momentum is going to build even more for North Penn. It's going to be hard for Pennsbury to overcome.
You're absolutely right, Chris. If North Penn is able to come out with this opening drive in the second half and even put a field goal up, I think the momentum just from that alone is really going to let this North Penn team take over and is able to make this North Penn Knights team come out with a win. So if you're Pennsbury, you're going to need to stop that momentum quickly, 3 and out, or just do not let the drive get too long, too deep in your own territory. Get the ball back and try to either tie this thing up or take a lead.
Another night, Gus, too, where this Pennsbury defense is great when it comes to stopping the run. They really have bottled up North Penn, but Bucksar throws the football around on that last drive, sliced him up, took him down the field, but it's been Bucksar's legs and his arm more than it's been running back Matt Ponnell.
Yeah, and I sound like a broken record saying it, but this Pennsbury secondary, they just have been able to give up a lot to these offending quarterbacks, especially these dual threats. You try to stop the run game as much as you can, especially with this defense. It's a really good run defense at that component. But in the passing game, they have just not had a great year, and you're seeing it in this game. You saw it last week. A secondary is a problem for this Pennsbury defense, and they are getting somewhat exposed tonight.
Well, they're going to be put to the test as we get to the third quarter in just a little bit, and it will be the Knights to receive the kickoff. You miss any of tonight's action, read about it in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. Also want to remind you that one of Bucks County's most popular places for over 40 years is Puss in Boots Tavern, 942 Trenton Road, Fairless Hills. The best food at the best prices in Bucks County. Weekly specials include Tuesday tacos, Mexican pizza or cheesesteak. That's all on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, they do their famous homemade meatloaf platters and junior club sandwich specials. On Thursdays at the Boot, check out their roast pork platter with all the trimmings. And Fridays features different homemade specials. Saturdays, of course, their famous hot dogs served all day, dollar dogs at Puss in Boots. And Sundays, cheesesteak day for all the NFL games. Visit their tavern, their Pocono room, or heated outdoor patio. Also check out their social media for live music, monthly paint nights, cornhole, other events at Puss in Boots. They also offer on-premise and off-premise catering for any events. Puss in Boots Tavern, a landmark in Bucks County at 942 Trenton Road in Fairless Hills. And don't forget to watch the Coaches Roundtable every Wednesday at 7, brought to you in part by Fella Auto Group, Route 13 in Bristol. Mention the Coaches Roundtable, and you get $250 off any car. Just mention the Coaches Roundtable and get $250 right off the bat at Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol.
Now that's a deal right there. Good
deal, and we appreciate their support of the Coaches Roundtable show. A weird week with no Coaches Roundtable at Sandy's. Felt like, that's a big part of my game day preparation.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, you meet the coaches and you hear about the game.
And I was excited for it. That was going to be my first show with you on this year.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't get to be there with you. So.
Well, next week we'll do it again. Wednesday, Sandy's.
Even more excited for that sandwich. Oh, I love their turkey sandwich.
The world-famous hand-carved sandwich. Pereira with an end-over-end high kick. And again, a fair catch called for. Made at the 29. Again, Cameron Maynor with the fair catch. And this time, before it looked like he had it at the 30. Oh, yeah, then they'll move it back to the 29-yard line. No, they're just exchanging the football.
Need a new one. Need a bright and shiny football, freshly rubbed with dirt.
Before he caught it at the 30, and they moved it to the 29. This time he caught it at the 29, and they moved it up to the 30.
Who knows?
What do you know?
What's going on with these guys? They got to figure it out.
1st and 10 as we begin the second half. And a handoff on first down, right up the gut. The Knights with a quick hitter. That time, Coleman, the senior running back, his first carry of the night, a pretty good one. 7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3. Bucks are from the gun.
Ooh.
Again gives to Coleman, and he was slowed up in the backfield, but able to stay upright and get a North Penn first down.
Yeah, and if you would have heard my noise there, it's because Walker Murray, like you said, in the backfield, as soon as the running back was receiving the ball, just a little move there, and Walker Murray just not able to grab him, but very close for a big tackle for loss there by Walker Murray.
As strong as Murray is, hard to bring a guy down with an arm tackle right there.
Especially with all that momentum.
So from their own 44, Knights on the move. They'll put Pawnell in the slot and hand off to Cameron Maynor. Maynor fighting across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Picks up a couple.
Gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 for the Knights.
So they'll say 2nd and 8.
I thought it was a 2nd and 8. They said 2nd and 9 over the loudspeaker, but it looks like he picked up 2 yards there. Good stop, though, by the Falcons defense. Yeah, stingy run defense.
From their own 46. They flip it out to Maynor. Oh, Pawnell goes out of bounds up near the 50-yard line. Picks up a couple. They say he stepped out at the 49. So still on the North Penn side of the field. And a big play here. Falcons looking for a third down stop.
Yeah, it could be one of the biggest plays of the night for this Falcon defense. If you're able to stop them here, especially a tackle for loss or just a line of scrimmage, causing a 4th and 5, you would have to think they would have to punt. And you get the ball back, get something going, try to tie this game or even take the lead.
They need to come up with the stop. Pawnell into the near side slot. Bucksar looking that way. Flush from the pocket. Throws downfield, and it's complete. Sal Colella. And he just placed that just over the head of the defender. Great touch by Bucksar.
Literally could not have put it any better from Bucksar. Just floating it in there. Just the perfect amount of arc power to get it over the defender's hands, just out of his reach, perfectly in his receiver's hands. Man, that was a pretty throw.
He's been impressive and got the Knights on the move. 1st and 10. Hands off. Coleman up to the 38-yard line, picks up 4.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for the Knights.
So 2nd and 6, Knights on the move and eating up some of this third quarter clock as we get down to 8:40 and counting. Bucksar, high snap goes off of his hand, and he's got to just cover it up. Chris Karamis was tracking him down, and Bucksar, no chance at bringing that snap in, way over his head, and drops them back to their own, to the 48 of Pennsbury.
And it's very smart job by him, just not to try to pick it up, do something with it, just fall on the ball, make sure you retain possession, because if Pennsbury picks that up, they have a really good opportunity of taking that to the cribbo for 6.
Yeah, Karamis was kind of sniffing a potential scoop and score. He had one earlier this season.
But now if you're the Falcons defense, you have to look at this as a huge opportunity, a 3rd and really long. Try to stop him.
Karamis flushes Bucksar from the pocket, throws downfield off of the hands of Jackson Sherman, who made a diving attempt, but the incompletion brings up 4th and long, and going to be a kick coming up for Ryan Bachlet.
And he was open. The receiver just kind of threw it to his one side. He wasn't really expecting, and tried to readjust his body, get a finger on it, but just not able to come away with it. So a big stop here if you're Pennsbury. Going to try to get a good return or maybe a touchback and have a good offensive possession. Good punt, though.
Bachlet, high spiraling kick. Brensinger this time takes this one in the air and returns it up to the 25-yard line.
You know, they heard us, Chris. Brensinger, he's like, oh, you say I can only catch it off a bounce, you say. All right, let me grab it in the air and take a big hit at the same time, bouncing that North Penn Knights defender off of him. Wow, that was not a big gain, but a really good run and return there by Brensinger.
Yeah, gutsy catch and return up to the 25 for Jordan Brensinger. And the Pennsbury Falcons get it going with 7:42 to go in the third quarter. And they do get that stop on the Knights on their first drive of the second half.
And if it wasn't for the mishap snap, this offense would be on a very high right now in this game, looking very well, able to move the ball and get first downs.
Kane hands off to Caden Brown. And nothing easy for Caden Brown. 2 more tough yards up the middle. 2nd and 8 from the 27-yard line.
Fat guy in me is smelling something cooking right now. It smells good.
Well, great game day atmosphere
Great
here. We
crowd.
mentioned the pregame music.
Yes.
What do they have, like, it's
It
game on.
sounded like their own DJ, their own radio station here at Crawford Stadium.
2nd and 7. Brensinger jumping between a couple of defenders. Takes it across the 30 to the 31. A nice pickup makes this third down manageable now for Pennsbury, but another big third down play.
Yeah, you'd have to think, even though the field position, the time, the way both these teams have been going on offense, you may be in fourth down territory for this Pennsbury offense. Already almost halfway through this third quarter, and they're just now getting the ball only a couple plays in.
Yeah, midway mark of quarter number 3. The toss out to Brensinger, but a great job on the outside as Riley Gray, super sophomore, and he shows it on that play, forces the Falcons to punt and bring out Chris Karamis.
Yeah, and we said in the first half how this Pennsbury team loves that toss play, haven't had much success with it this year. Today, they've been having a lot of success. That's the first play they've called that time that it didn't get plus yards.
Just beyond the midway point of the third quarter, a spiraling line drive kick that's taken by Pawnell makes the first man miss up to the 45 and is driven out of bounds by Brandon Trimble. But that sets up North Penn right around midfield with 5:41 to go in the third quarter. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. Thanks also to Sioka Ford on Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Experience the Sioka difference. Small enough to know you, big enough to better serve you.
Now, if you're North Penn here, you want to get points on. Try to get a knockout blow.
Bucksar down the middle of the field, and he hits his man. Connects with Mason Franick. And Franick takes it down to the 15-yard line with some good yards after the catch. 1st and 10 for North Penn. Boy, they got him right down the seam.
Wide open. You've seen plays like that in the past couple weeks, especially last week for CBE has been able to find the weakness in this Pennsbury defense, and that's right up the middle with that seam.
Another good throw by Bucksar. And now he'll hand off to Coleman. Coleman has to cut it back, and he cuts it back right into Walker Murray. And Walker Murray gets the tackle. North Penn to the 14, a 1-yard pickup. And an injury timeout with one of the North Penn Knights shaken up. And so we'll step aside and return here in just a moment to North Penn High School with the Knights in front of the Falcons 10-7.
You know, McCaffrey's Food Market is exceptional every day, and they are proud to serve you since 1986. They're a local hometown business. They support your community, whether it's helping flood victims or holding fundraisers for the American Cancer Society or employing our local high school students. McCaffrey's is always there. They have the finest products, prime cuts of meat, a prepared food department where everything is made fresh daily, and also a fresh seafood department. Visit McCaffrey's Food Market near you in Yardley, Newtown, New Hope, Princeton, West Windsor, Gladwin, and Doylestown. They are accepted.
Senior captain Vinnie Montmore was the guy shaken up on that play, but he was able to make it to the near sideline without help. As the Knights get set 2nd and 9, Bucksar rolling to the far side. Room over there, cuts it upfield across the 10-yard line. And right there, nowhere to go with the football, but great vision and able to see a running lane. Makes it 3rd and 3. And they spot it on the 8-yard line. So Pennsbury got the stop on the opening drive of the half, but called on now to make a big stand.
Yeah, and this could be the knockout blow I was just talking about for this North Penn team, trying to really put this Falcon team away.
Handoff, and that play is a loss. Luke Begley over there. Coleman turned aside, and that's going to bring out Ryan Bachlet on 4th and 4, and he's going to try to add 3 more.
Well, great job by the Pennsbury to bend, not break. You let them drive, you let them get deep in your own zone, but you don't let them score a touchdown. Only attempt a field goal. Great job.
And from the middle of the field for Bachlet, a 26-yarder. Snap, bobbled, it's placed down, and the kick is good. A great job there to set that one up and just get that ball placed. Ryan Bachlet with his second field goal tonight. The first one from 23 yards away, this one from 26 yards out. Makes it 13-7 with 3:18 remaining here in the third quarter. Well, 3 is better than 7. And so you look at the scoreboard, and Falcons going to get the football back down 6. But they got to get something going.
Yeah, now. They got to sustain a really good drive. They got not only sustain a good drive, but they got to finish it off with 6. You got to at least tie this ball game up with a touchdown, make it 13-13, and hopefully you're able to get the opportunity to Pereira to get the lead. But that all starts with getting a good offensive drive.
I mean, whatever adjustments North Penn made from that first Pennsbury drive has really turned this thing around. And for the Falcons, if they can get back to the rhythm they had on that first possession of the football tonight, they could work it right down the field. We've seen them do it as Bachlet approaches the ball. Parada, Brensinger back deep. And they'll let it go into the end zone for another Pennsbury touchback. We've talked about Angelo Pereira as a weapon for the Pennsbury Falcons. He's done a great job with his field goal opportunities. Got to credit Ryan Bachlet tonight. Knocks down 2 field goals, had 2 field goals last week for North Penn, and every kickoff he's had tonight has gone into the end zone for a touchback, and that's a weapon in its own right.
Yeah, being able to have a strong kicking game on opening kickoffs, 4 extra PATs, 4 field goals, it just makes your team so much more dangerous, especially at this high school level.
And knowing if your guy can get it into the end zone, you're not going to get a return, and they're going to be starting at the 20 all night as Kane gives to Brensinger. Brensinger slips 1 tackle, explodes forward up to the 23. Silvers gets another stop. I'll say a 4-yard pickup, so 2nd and 6. But they got to really stick to that 1-2 punch. Brown up the middle, Brensinger on the outside.
And you've even seen Brown have opportunities rushing in between the tackles, being able to bust something open for a really big gain. So don't look for just Brensinger for those big, long runs.
There another handoff to Jordan Brensinger up to the 25-yard line. That's a short pickup and will leave the Falcons 5 yards short of a first down. So 3rd and 5. And the other thing that the Falcons did on that opening drive, they mixed in a couple of throws. And that keeps everybody honest. And here, 3rd and 5, this might be another time when you have David Kane take to the air.
Yeah, why not? The one ball he threw was a really good ball to Walker Murray, just tight coverage on pass interference. Ball's on the ground, I think.
Yeah, the snap never got into the hands of Kane. Brensinger recovers it, but the loss is going to force the Falcons to kick it away. Another costly, this one not a turnover, but that's the 3rd time tonight that the snap and the exchange to the quarterback was not right.
At this point, it pretty much is like a turnover because the time of possession, where you are, giving up the ball.
Low snap to Karamis, scoops it up and gets rid of a nice kick. Pawnell will let that fall, comes down at the 46 and will hop across the 40-yard line to the 38. And so at their own 38-yard line, the North Penn Knights take over with 1:07 to go in the third quarter, and they're in front 13-7. The Again, don't forget to watch the Coaches Roundtable every Wednesday, 7 o'clock. It's brought to you by Fella Auto Group, Route 13 in Bristol. Mention the Coaches Roundtable at Fella, and you get $250 off any car. Just mention the Coaches Roundtable, get $250 off right off the bat at Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. 1st and 10 as we near the end of the third quarter. Bucksar pulls down the high snap and hands it off to Aiden Ashley. And Ashley brought down right away by Karamis. Loss of a couple. Again, read about tonight's game in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. We mentioned the halftime score in Neshaminy in front of CB East. Other action on WBCB tonight, Morrisville and Jenkintown, and the Bulldogs had a 20-7 halftime advantage in that one.
You read my mind, Chris, as I'm trying to look at those updated scores right now.
2nd and 12, pressure off the edge, flushes Bucksar, stops, throws, out of bounds, just got rid of that one. A smart play there by the North Penn quarterback to get the Knights back to the line of scrimmage and bring up 3rd and 12. Just 19 seconds to go in quarter number 3.
So it looks like Mooresville is leading Jenkintown 27-7 at 3 minutes left in the third quarter. And then taking a look at that Neshaminy game, Neshaminy winning 17-6 in the third quarter. So got some lopsided scores in those games, a little closer for one here. And I think North Penn moved a little bit on the offensive line. I don't know. I think they're going to say...
Yeah, it looked like offsides initially was defense, indicated, and it is offside against the Falcons.
Tough.
Their guys jumped, went into the neutral zone. So 3rd and 7, the situation for North Penn at their own 42-yard line. Bucksar from the gun with Pawnell on his left side. And North Penn looking to the sideline.
Good ball.
And throwing downfield, a beautiful spiral, and it's caught by Jackson Sherman, who goes into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow.
Senior Jackson Sherman grabs that one in stride. A beautiful strike from Matt Bucksar makes it 19-7 with 9 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Well, you heard me say it when the ball was in the air. What a beautiful ball that was. Floated it perfectly, spiraled, beautiful, right into the arms of the receiver in transition while he's running. Wow, what a beautiful touchdown for 6.
Second touchdown pass tonight from Matt Bucksar. And I don't know, that was like 62-yarder. Right?
That was a bomb.
A timeout taken by North Penn.
An absolute bomb.
Well, something we've talked about throughout the season, Pennsbury getting hit with big plays. Yeah. These explosive plays really changed the whole complexion of a game, and we saw that right there on that touchdown strike. Now 19-7, and tonight's game on WBCB brought to you by Villa Rosa. Come back home to traditional Italian cuisine and pizza. Come back to Villa Rosa in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center in Yardley. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, this family-run restaurant offers extraordinary Italian dishes and pizza for lunch and dinner at very reasonable prices. Traditional pizzas to gourmet pizzas, plus hot and cold subs, sandwiches, wraps, burgers, and more. Dinner entrees, including fresh seafood, all at Villa Rosa. Going for 2 are the Knights. Bucksar pressured and had his man, and the pass dropped. The try is no good.
Yeah, they had the man open in a halfback screen right there.
Andrew Irvin was the guy, the intended receiver, and Bucksar, just an impressive night tonight for the North Penn QB. Right there, pressure right in his face, still put a good ball, delivered a good ball to his guy.
Yeah, had 4 Falcons right in front of his face, still able to put that thing right on the money. looked like the ball carrier just tried to start running before he fully secured it, which, happens to the best.
Well, the Falcons need to stop these North Penn Knights, and you can put a stop to grocery and convenience store prices always going up and up. Visit the Chance to Save Bargain Outlet. That's near Pennsbury High School at 8720 New Falls Road. Hundreds of daily grocery items you and your family use every day, including cereal, fresh fruit and vegetables, snacks and pet food, and so much more, plus cleaning supplies, clothing, and more. Chance to Save Bargain Outlet. This one comes down inside the 5, and Brensinger will bring it across the 25 and is brought down shy of the 30. And Franek makes the stop. And 1st and 10 for Pennsbury with just 3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Again, big thanks to Chance to Save Bargain Outlet. Put a stop to high prices. Visit Chance to Save Bargain Outlet, bringing you portions of tonight's game on WBCB. TNF, Thursday Night Football. We got some more action tomorrow. Gus and I will be at Conwell Egan Catholic High School as they take on Newman Goretti. Kane looking downfield. McGinty, the intended target. Pawnell was there defensively, and it's incomplete. Falcon fans wanting to see a flag come out for a pass interference, but no flag, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter tonight. McCaffrey's Game of the Night on WBCB after 3 quarters of action. It's North Penn 19, Pennsbury 7.
At Penn Community Bank, we're in the business of building thriving communities. That means making sure businesses like yours have the banking and lending support they need to grow. From loans to meet your needs, no matter the industry or project size, to cash flow tools that put your money to work for you every day. We know better than anyone, your success is our community success. Penn Community Bank. Here we grow. Learn more at penncommunitybank.com/business.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
2nd and 10 for the Falcons from their own 29. Kane sets him down. Hands off to Brensinger. Looked like he saw an opening there. Cut it upfield at the 30. But cut it up right into a couple of North Penn Knight defenders. One of the guys over there, Jack Silvers. So 3rd and 9. So a couple of Matt Bucksar touchdown passes, powering North Penn with 2 field goals from Ryan Bachlet. Falcons held to just 1 touchdown on their opening drive tonight. That seems like ages ago now. As Kane drops back, looks downfield, Walker Murray there, and he gets knocked to the turf. Almost was still able to come up with that one, but the flag comes out for a defensive pass interference. So the second time tonight they've targeted Murray, and the second time they've been able to get a DPI.
Yeah, and like you said, that one, he almost came down with a spectacular catch. Tried to one-hand it, and bobbled in the air, bounced on the ground on his chest, but still almost came away with that catch. Well, that would have been amazing, but either way, it's going to be a first down for Pennsbury on that penalty.
I mean, it just goes to show Walker Murray does not give up. If there's a chance that he could have brought that ball in, he was trying right to the final moment.
That kid has no quit in him.
So 1st and 10 after the pass interference. Falcons up to their own 45-yard line. Murray in motion. The give is to Brensinger on the counter. A hole. Runs through it, up all the way up to the 30-yard line before he is pushed out of bounds. But a huge pickup for the Falcons as they move it into North Penn territory with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Now that was a heck of a play design there. The fake to the first back, handoff to Brensinger, beautiful, chef's kiss.
Yeah, and the offensive line doing a great job of executing the plan. And we've talked about throughout this season, Gus, the Falcons being able to move the football up and down, but you got to come away with the results here. Drive looking promising right now. Give to Brensinger. Moves it to the 25. Again, more physical play there. Brensinger taking quite a shot. And the guy in the mix defensively tonight for North Penn is junior Jack Silvers. Silver's not a big guy, just 5'9", but 215. Second and 6 from the 25-yard line. Kane, a little sneaky handoff up the gut to Caden Brown. A little deceptive hiding the football that time by the Pennsbury Falcons. Caden Brown handed it off behind his, Kane handed off to Brown behind his back and picks up a Pennsbury Falcon first down. They pick up 15 on that play.
A little trickery.
And first and goal here at the 10-yard line. 9:36 to go, third quarter. The give to Brensinger. Brensinger bounces off a defender, changes direction, and gets down to the 6. 4-yard pickup there is Brensinger in the washing machine. Banged around and picks up 4. For the Falcons, though, time is of the essence. When you get this kind of ground and pound approach, you get down here, you gotta deposit it in the end zone. They'll give it to Caden Brown to try to do that. Pushing down into the goal line, and he is in. Caden Brown with a 6-yard touchdown run makes it 19-13. Falcons cut into the North Penn lead. And the other thing, you look back at that 2-point conversion that failed for North Penn last time they had the football.
Yeah, that is big time now.
Second touchdown tonight for Caden Brown. First points on the scoreboard in the fourth quarter go to the Falcons. And they make it 19-14, an 8-play drive for the Falcons. And we got a good one going. McCaffrey's Game of the Night on WBCB, brought to you in part by Ciocca Ford Lincoln. Just 20 short minutes from Route 1 in Langhorne. Ciocca Ford, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Experience the Ciocca difference at Ciocca Ford. Jim Catucci, General Manager of Ciocca of Lawrenceville, born and raised in Lower Bucks and attended local schools and knows the Ciocca difference as part of 52 dealerships. Ciocca Ford, better selection of Ford trucks, cars, SUVs, and Lincolns, and far superior financing options will give you the greatest value for your trade-in. All this just 20 short minutes from Langhorne on Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Ciocca Ford and Lincoln, small enough to know you, big enough to better serve you. Pereira approaches. Again, a high-angled kick. Fair catch called for, made at the 31-yard line. That time, Aiden Ashley secures it for North Penn. And we've got 8:49 to go in tonight's game. Falcons hanging in there, down 5. And you got to stop this North Penn offense now and stop Matt Buxar from throwing that football around on you.
That is the big thing for this Pennsbury defense. How are they going to stop him? Because he is absolutely torching them. But that last score, Pennsbury is making it a little bit of tighter of a game, and that's a big tackle right there.
Hand off to Coleman, and Sean Westerman with a big tackle. Tackle for a loss makes it 2nd and 11. And here on this drive, North Penn going to try to eat up as much clock as possible. Still a ton of football left, 8:20 and counting. But North Penn could chew up a lot of that clock. And the pass completed up across the 40-yard line. Bucksar had pressure right in his face. Walker Murray eventually sends Matt Ponnell out of bounds. But Ponnell able to make the grab, pick up 14, and it's a North Penn first down. Another situation where Bucksar pressured, able to keep his composure and deliver a decent pass to his guy.
Yeah, he's been really calm under pressure, and Pennsbury's been able to put a lot of pressure on him.
On first down, they'll give to Coleman, but no chance there. Walker Murray wraps him up, gets a little bit of help from Luke Bagley and his teammates. That's a big loss there. That was a 6-yard loss.
You still have timeouts. There's not that much. There's, not as much time taken off the clock as North Penn like. There's still a decent amount of time. So Pennsbury, if you're able to stop them here and able to get the ball back, you can make things very, very different.
2nd and 14. They got North Penn behind the sticks. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB from the gun. Bucksar pulls it down and hands it off to Matt Ponnell. Ponnell spilled as he goes across the 45-yard line. Sean Beatty is there along with Westerman.
Good run there to get a lot of that negative yardage back. But still, not no 3rd and short here, 3rd and 7. So
huge play coming up for Pennsbury. Get the stop, maybe force the kick. They're on North Penn's side of the field, so
depending on what the yardage is, North Penn, do you go for it? Try to really put Pennsbury on their heels.
Ponnell in motion, but it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Bucksar, and Bucksar does not fool the Falcons. Out there for Pennsbury was Andrew Dale, and he turned the quarterback back into the rest of the Pennsbury defense. It's just a 1-yard gain, brings up 4th and 6, and right now Bucksar is staying out there.
Yeah, like
gutsy
I said,
call.
Yeah, North Penn trying to keep the offense, convert this.
I don't think they're going to run a play.
I don't think so, but you never know.
Bucksar initially called for the snap, now looks over to the near sideline, and I think they're just going to allow as much time to come off the clock as possible.
Yeah.
We get down under 6 minutes to go, and they're going to have Bachlet come out and kick this thing away, try to flip the field, play a little field position.
Yeah, smart, very smart. Pennsbury just try to give them as much field to try to operate with.
Probably the wise choice, Gus, but they are going to give the football back to the Falcons in a 1-score game with 6 minutes to go here. So that's a perfect formula for the ground and pound running attack to do its thing.
Yeah, and this Pennsbury offense has looked very good against this North Penn defense, able to really find holes, create holes, and the running back's been able to really hit the second level and turn on the jets.
So thanks to DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza for supporting tonight's game. Owned and operated by Tyler DiLorenzo, using all the same recipes, the great pizzas, the original Trenton tomato pie, other gourmet pizzas, DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. All right, they take time out and still leave the offense on the field. 4th and 6 from the gun. Bucksar drops back, pressured off the edge, throws downfield, has his man, and it's complete. Down to the 15-yard line are the North Penn Knights. And it's Matt Ponnell who makes the grab. And another great throw by Bucksar. Put a lot of air under that one and allowed his guy to get under that and make the grab.
Yeah, what a throw. What a gutsy call. But, man, it is all in good at the end because the play worked out. Just throwing that thing up putting all the air underneath it, like you said, and able to just let his receiver run underneath of it and get the catch. That thing was almost deflected by a Pennsbury defender, just barely out of the reach of him.
Yeah, great effort there, but kind of falling as that ball came in. The defender wasn't able to make a play on the ball. And so 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line, and the give goes to Coleman. And Coleman runs smack into Chris Karamis. And he's dropped for a loss of 1. Yeah, that 4th down call, gutsy. You got to risk it to get the reward. And the reward for North Penn, at minimum, is that they're going to be able to work a lot more of this clock.
No gain of play. 2nd down and 10 for North Penn from the 18.
And for Pennsbury, time to start thinking about when you want to take those timeouts.
Yeah, you have to start thinking about it. A little under 5 minutes left here. You got to figure it out.
On 2nd and 10, pistol set. They hand off. And Karamis, first guy there, Matt Pinnell with the carry. Sean Beatty cleans it up. So 3rd and 11. This is the spot on the field which is probably just inside Ryan Bachlet's range. And a field goal would be huge.
It would make this a touchdown and a 2-point conversion game, which would really start to put the pressure on Pennsbury. Making it a touchdown game is one thing, but a touchdown with a 2-point conversion, that's 2 different times you would have to score.
Bucksar pump fake, incomplete, thrown just beyond the reach of Mason Franick. And so on 4th and 11, they will bring out Ryan Bachlet, who will try his longest field goal of this game and probably one of his longest here in his high school football career. We're looking at a 36-yarder right from the middle of the field. Kicks out of the hold of Stagatis. Placed down. The kick is up. It has enough and is good. The 3rd field goal connection tonight, this time a 36-yarder. And North Penn now in front 22-14, 3:35 to go tonight. So as you said, Gus, that still keeps it a 1-score game with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, but just 3:35 for the Falcons to work with.
Yeah, and they have all their timeouts left. Good job not burning any of them on that defensive possession out there for them.
9 points on the scoreboard, credited to place kicker Ryan Bachlet tonight. Add to that a couple of Matt Bucksar touchdown passes. For the Pennsbury Falcons, it's 2 Caden Brown rushes to give them their 14, but they need more. Try to get themselves back in this one. Parada with a return. Up the gut, bounces off a guy at the 25, and he takes it upfield 3 more yards to the 28 before going down. Coleman with the stop for North Penn. So after the kick return, down to 3:28 to go in the McCaffrey's game of the night. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. We thank them for their long-standing support of Pennsbury Falcon football. Everybody in tight. And the handoff right up the gut to Caden Brown. And Brown runs right into the arms of Dylan Webb-Dennis, one of the seniors and one of the captains on this North Penn team. So we get down to 3 minutes to go, and the Falcons need a little bit of magic to get themselves back to the 500 mark. Again, 3-4 coming into tonight. Hand off to Brensinger. Tries to bounce it to the outside. But another good tackle out there. I believe that again was number 11, Jack Silvers. Brings up 3rd and 8. So 3rd and 8, now down to 2.5 remaining. We heard earlier this season that the Falcons had installed a 2-minute offense that was not as run dependent. Here, everything dependent on the handoffs. That one to Brensinger. He is spilled across the 30. He gets up to the 32. And now the game rests on this play. 4th and 5. Falcons still holding on to 3 timeouts.
Yeah, but if they don't convert this, the game is pretty much over with the time. Even if you are able to stop North Penn, you used all your timeouts, you're not going to have any time left. You're probably going to have to drive deep down the field. Not looking great for Pennsbury.
McGinty split to the near side, and Kane rolling near side, throws to McGinty, and it's complete. McGinty up to the 43, and that's a Pennsbury Falcon first down. Boy, I'd like to see that one on the replay. It looked like that ball might have come out on McGinty.
It might have hit the ground, but, you know, they called it a catch. There's no replay, so whatever they call, they call. You know, ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. A lot of time being used here, though. You have 3 timeouts.
1st and 10 from the 43. The handoff to Brensinger. Brensinger cuts it upfield, running room up near the 50-yard line. And the Falcons take their first timeout with 1 minute remaining, trailing by 8 in the McCaffrey's game of the night. Got a good one. Read about tonight's game in tomorrow's Trentonian, thanks to Amori's Restaurant at 8630 New Falls Road. The new Italian family restaurant with fine dining at affordable prices, cuisine to rival any Center City restaurant, apps like mussels and clams, entrees like their homemade pasta dishes, including their fettuccine seafood extravaganza topped with fresh fish, veal dishes, steaks, pork chops, plus chicken dishes. Discover true fine Italian cuisine here in your own backyard at the new Amori Restaurant, 8630 New Falls Road, near Pennsbury in Levittown. And we thank them for making portions of tonight's game possible.
Oh, you're making me hungry, Chris.
Yeah, we need to grab a Chick-fil-A sandwich or something here from the game. Another big play, 2nd and 4. Time running out on the Falcons. The pitch out to Brensinger. Brensinger upfield across the 40-yard line before he steps out of bounds and picks up another Pennsbury Falcon first down. Well, as this drive is developing, it feels like the Falcons are going to have an opportunity here maybe to take some strikes at the end zone.
Yeah, a little under a minute left.
Still 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts. You have plenty of time. The field position, you're at the 37-yard line, so you're not looking like a bad field position as well.
Got to get it a little bit closer for Kane really to have a good shot at
even attempting a pass.
Putting a good ball, right. And the handoff on the counter is to Brensinger. Brensinger across the 30, close to another Pennsbury first down. They'll give him 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. Meanwhile, the clock continues to tick. 39, 37. Okay, it skipped.
I was going to say, where's 38?
Down to half a minute to go. And Kane will look downfield. Throw into the end zone, incomplete. Pass broken up. Looking into the end zone, again targeting Walker Murray. So incompletion stops the clock with 23 seconds to go. And there you saw Kane has the arm to try to get it into the end zone. Put some air under it.
And it looked like it was a good ball, too. Just really good coverage defensively.
Gave his guy a chance. Now 3rd and 1. Falcons here may just run this one. Make sure they get the first down. They do. Give it to Caden Brown up the gut. Brown doesn't get much, but he gets just enough for a Pennsbury first down, and they immediately call timeout. Right? Where are they going to mark that? I thought he had a first down.
I think they're going to call it 4th and short.
They are saying 4th down. Wow, that was really close. Did not get the spot on the field that the Falcons were looking for. So it is 4th and inches, 15 seconds on the clock. The Falcons talk it over. Timeout on the field. Big thanks to Puss in Boots at 942 Trenton Road in Fairless Hills. The best food at the best prices in Bucks County, a landmark in Bucks County. 942 Trenton Road in Fairless Hills. Well, we got a little autumn chill in the air and a great high school football game on WBCB. I mean, Pennsbury, when you look at the top teams in the SOL, the Titans of CB South and this North Penn team, the Falcons have really played them tough. 4th and short. The handoff to Caden Brown. Brown trying to get to the outside.
I don't think
Did he get a first down? If so, it's by inches. Officials spot the football, and I think they may bring the sticks out.
First down or not, even if they do convert it, 6 seconds left on the clock. May only have enough time for one play.
They will measure, but will they get that one play, or is it a turnover on downs?
Conversation still.
Chris Ermer, Gus Barber, Justin Lawrence here from North Penn High School. Next week, the Falcons host Abington. Hope to have you with us at Falcon Field. And yeah, here comes the measurement. They stretch the chains, and
he didn't get it. Wow.
A turnover on downs gives the North Penn Knights a win, 22-14, just 6 seconds left on the 4th quarter clock.
Tough break for Pennsbury.
And the North Penn fans celebrating their team moving to 7-1. The Falcons fall to 3-5. And boy, again, those two top teams in SOL National, Falcons giving them all that they can handle.
Yeah.
But the Falcons coming up just a little bit short on both of those games. So yeah, you played them close, but can't seal the deal. And now victory formation for North Penn. Matt Buxar, impressive night for the junior QB, who leads the North Penn Knights to a 22-14 victory. Thanks so much to all of our sponsors tonight, including PNC Financial Services Group, St. Mary Medical Center, Perry Warren for State Rep, Rob's Automotive and Collision, Vita Care Home Health Agency, Brian Fitzpatrick for all of us, BCWSA, Keller Williams, Kim Rock from Keller Williams, thanks to the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, McCaffrey's Food Markets, 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, as the two teams shake hands after the game. Thanks to Nolan Painting, the Peruzzi Auto Group, Sioka Ford, Lincoln of Lawrenceville, Amori's Restaurant, Fella Auto Group, Senator Steve Sanacero, Lower Bucks Hospital, Chance to Save Bargain Outlet, Jammer Doors, the Trentonian. And you can read about tonight's game in tomorrow's Trentonian thanks to Charcoal BYOB, Yardley Family Haircutters, Pennsbury Football Parents Club. Join us next Friday as the Falcons host Abington, and buy a little spirit wear there. Support the Pennsbury Football Parents Club. Thanks to Villa Rosa Pizzeria, Junior's Car Wash, BAI Security, DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, Puss in Boots Tavern, Johnson Chiropractic, and Kramer's Bakery. We thank all of our sponsors. Thanks to the crew here on site. Gus Barber, our video engineer, and Justin Lawrence behind the camera. Tough one for the Falcons as they got their opening drive into the end zone, but then things stalled out. Caden Brown does strike twice for 2 TDs, and he will be our DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza Player of the Game, his second time with that distinction, and will pass along a gift certificate for some pizza and some grub at DiLorenzo's, a great spot, the original Trenton tomato pie, gourmet pizzas, and so much more, and of course supporting Pennsbury Falcon football. So congratulations to Caden Brown, but unfortunately for Pennsbury, it comes in a tough loss to North Penn. And Gus, kind of a chilly night here tonight, and we'll be back to it tomorrow. Conwell Egan Catholic taking on Newman Goretti.
Yeah, should be a fun one at Conwell Egan in their new stadium. A tough battle for Egan with Newman Goretti. A tough match last year, so interesting to see what they're going to be able to do this year.
I expect a big bounce back for Pennsbury next week when they host Abington, and going to be tough for North Penn as they will face CB West next week. And that also going to be a great matchup of 2 top teams in the Suburban 1 League. North Penn 6-1, now 7-1 after tonight's win, and coming into this week 5-2 were the CB West Bucks. So looking for a good one between those two next week. Thank you for being with us. Thanks to all of our sponsors. One final time here from Crawford Stadium on the campus of North Penn High School. It was the Knights 22 and the Pennsbury Falcons 14. Thanks for catching high school